So good morning, and thank you for joining me. Here with me today I have Jeroen, who is the Commercial Development Manager for Katoen Natie. We are very excited for this year's Antwerp Excel, and this year Katoen Natie will be hosting the Port Tour on the first day of the event. So thank you for joining me. Perhaps we could start off by, you could give us a little introduction about Katoen Natie and let people know what they can expect at the Port Tour.
Sure. Take the mic. What to expect during the port tour? Firstly, let's start with Katoen Natie as an Antwerp-based company. Still until today, privately owned company, very actively in different facets of the logistics service providing. So we have 9 different business units, of which port operations is just one. So in Antwerp, we are now hosting the port tour next October. What will you see visiting our terminal? Unfortunately, I think we can only have time to visit one of our terminals in the Port of Antwerp. So we will see our Key 1227 terminal, which is actually our European distribution center, as we call it, because on that terminal we operate multiple business units. So one of those is the business unit port operations, as I said. You will see a multi-purpose terminal where we handle mainly breakbulk cargoes, also ro-ro cargoes, containers, dry bulk, and project cargoes, of course.
Okay, thank you. We're looking forward to that. And can you tell us what are the advantages of the location of the terminal?
Well, the biggest advantage that we have is that we don't only have one terminal. So we have 3 deep-sea multi-purpose terminals in the Port of Antwerp. So firstly, we have the Key 1227 terminal on the left bank, as I just explained. Other than that, we have 2 deep-sea multi-purpose terminals on the right bank as well. So Key 347 in the southern part of the Port of Antwerp-Bruges and Key 740 in the northern part. So the flexibility there is that we can offer to our clients is depending on the commodity and the flows, which flow is located the best on which terminal, depending on the incoming vessel, also the outgoing cargo to the hinterland. Speaking of the hinterland, of course, it's a big positive in the Port of Antwerp-Bruges in general. It's not only our terminal, it's just the location of the port.
Okay, perfect, thank you. And what about the market itself? Are there any particular challenges in the breakbulk market at the moment?
Well, there are always a lot of challenges in the breakbulk and project cargoes. I think today the biggest challenge we face is that the breakbulk and project cargo market is so volatile. So meaning with it, the project cargo is only getting bigger and bigger. So you need specialized equipment, but specialized equipment is not enough. You need people that know how to work with it. So you need trained dockers, you need experienced staff in general, you need a lot of surface area. On the other hand, the breakbulk flows, they're following the container markets, so the container rates. So you have a lot of moments where you have a really big high, so a lot of volume, so everything needs to be accommodated in the same time frame. So there we have our 3 deep-sea terminals, so we offer a lot of surface area there. On the other hand, you have the lows as well. So when there's not a lot of work or not enough volumes in the market, then it's difficult to keep your people working. So that's a challenge.
Yeah, I can imagine. And what about technologies? Are you using any new technologies, so like AI, for example, to improve efficiencies at the terminal?
Well, I'm not the IT specialist myself, but we have an in-house IT department of several hundred people and our in-house development team as well for the software packages. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you. And what about Antwerp Excel? What are you looking forward to about this year's event?
Well, the same as the last editions, of course. What interests me most is seeing the familiar faces again, and also, of course, meeting some new faces. I think it's important for the Port of Antwerp-Bruges organizing the Antwerp Excel is to show the breakbulk community that we are still here as a leader in the breakbulk and project cargo market. I think that's the most important thing for me of the Antwerp Excel.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree. And what about the conference? Are you excited for any of the sessions this year?
Well, I've looked to the schedule and the agenda of the conference and the speakers. I'm really excited because there are a lot of topics now will be talked about in the next coming conference. Yeah, they highly interest me. Everything from renewables to the question, is working in the project cargo market interesting or not? Definitely the second one is very important because, in my opinion, these days, the last years in the port of Antwerp-Bruges, we see the generation of people with experience. And I think it's very, very important to attract new people willing to learn the market.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is one of our topics. You also mentioned Ro-Ro. That's something that we're focusing more on this year's event as well. And the terminals equipped to handle Ro-Ro, you mentioned?
Lolo activities and Ro-Ro activities. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, wonderful. Is there anything else that you'd like to add? Anything else people should be aware of?
Be aware of in general. I would say everyone, please come to the Antwerp Excel. It's a very important event for Port of Antwerp-Bruges, not only for Port of Antwerp-Bruges, but just for the whole break bulk and project cargo commodity community, let's say. So please come, please do the tour visit. I think you will be amazed what you can see in the Port of Antwerp-Bruges, all the activities that's performed here, all the diversion of commodities that's been handled, the ways the terminals are working, the port authorities are working. So yeah, please come to Antwerp Excel, join the port tour and ask a lot of questions.
Fantastic, thank you. Yeah, as you say, it is really an international event for the break bulk, project cargo and Ro-Ro communities. So we look forward to seeing you all there on the 8th to the 10th of October. Thank you.